We're going to make a thumbnail sketch here. Thumbnail sketch needs to be a quick study to show the big parts of the picture. And thumbnail sketches are widely seen as being a pain in the beginning. But really they will save you so much time in the long run that it's a very, very helpful thing to learn. So we've got our viewfinder here, and I've got a still life set up in front of me. And I've adjusted the lights carefully so that I see three distinct values: light, middle gray, and dark. And I want to see big shapes. So that's what I'm looking for in my viewfinder. And if I make big shapes and draw those in the sketch, then I know that those shapes in those specific places and those basic values will be what I'm looking for in the finished picture. So I'm trying to go right to the most important things in what's going to make this composition work or not. I'm looking through my viewfinder and I'm seeing a nice horizontal area that will serve as my composition. And I'm going to just trace a credit card to get a basic position of my thumbnail sketch. Right about there. And it doesn't need to be very big. Smaller is better. So that's about where my thumbnail sketch will be. Maybe a little bit narrower than that. A little bit squarer proportion. Okay. So I'm looking through my viewfinder and I want to look for big shapes. It's sort of like looking at negative shape drawing. And then I'm looking at where my objects intersect with the edges. Okay, those connecting points are really important to my composition. And now I'm going to look for the big shapes I see, the big dark shapes. I see a dark shape that looks like this. Okay, those are the basic dark shapes I see. So let me just fill those in dark. Look back through my viewfinder. I think that's pretty close, so I'll go ahead and give them another value of darkness. And I'm seeing that as dark shapes against light shapes. That's good. And I should already see whether this composition is going to be successful or not. Looks like it might work. Okay. Now the next thing I want to look for is a third value, which is my middle value. And that is here. So that's basically three values: the white of the page, the dark, and the middle value. Can you see the cubes? I didn't really draw the cubes. I drew the shape I saw, which is this irregular dark shape, which is part of this cube, part of this cube, part of this cube, merged, combined shadows, and then merged gray shapes. But you should start to see the forms just from drawing a couple of simple shapes, and more importantly, see if that composition is going to work. That's basically it for a thumbnail sketch. Less than 5 minutes, do another, and then you've got 3 ideas about how to approach your final drawing. Keep Keep them quick, keep them simple, just basic shapes. If you're drawing more than 3 flat shapes, 3 flat values rather, you're putting too much work into it. And that's it.